Hi, I'm Barbara Calvi, licensed marriage and family therapist, and I want to welcome you back to the Couples Corner. Today is part 2 in my video series on reestablishing trust in your relationship. Now, if you saw and listened to part 1, then you know I'm not talking about huge, big betrayals and trust breaches like having an affair or felony lies. I'm talking about those small things that we tend to do that over time erode trust in a relationship, like pretty regularly not following through on the things that you and your partner agree that you say that you're going to do, maybe sharing private information about your partner that they would have wanted kept private, and you share that with a group of people or with a friend, making a joke at their expense in front of somebody else, making a joke not in front of somebody else, just in front of your partner, but they feel hurt. So these are the strategies, the process to use to help reestablish, to heal and repair that breach. First, be willing to have a conversation with your partner. Not one where you do the talking, but where you actually do the listening. Give your partner a chance to explain what it is about that hurt them, why, what feelings it brought up, and really be willing to hear them out without defensiveness, without explaining why you did what you did or why you thought it wasn't a big deal, because that only reads as defensive and your partner's not going to feel heard. And you've probably tried that plenty of times with other things, and you know that it doesn't get you anywhere. So the response to that is just to listen. And as you listen, you're not necessarily agreeing with their perspective. All you're doing is accepting that they have a different perspective than you have. When they've talked it out and they've told you what they have to tell you, then summarize it back. And the reason you do that is because sometimes when people tell us something and we feel defensive on the inside, we may hear it differently than they may mean it. So you want to let your partner know that the message landed the way they had intended. So you simply ask at the end of it, after you summarize it, did I get all that? And they'll tell you, yes, you did, or well, you got some of it, but you missed this part, or no, this is what I meant by that. It also gives them a chance, once they hear it reflected back to them, to clarify what they mean. And the magic about it is when you summarize it and you get it, your partner feels really heard and gotten, and you can almost sometimes see their whole body shift as they feel more relaxed. Once you've done that, validate their experience. Again, this does not imply you're agreeing with them. You may on the inside be thinking, I would never be offended or upset if you did that to me. And you know what? That doesn't really matter, because this is about what's happening for your partner on their insides. So validate, given what you know about who they are in this world. Is there any part of you that can get, oh, I see why you would feel this way? That's what you're validating. And then access some empathy. Let them know that, yeah, you can understand why it feels so bad or why they were so hurt. Once you're done with that, the process should create a shift, and you probably won't need to revisit this conversation again. But I'm going to recommend that if you find that these complaints that your partner has a lot, you hear a lot about the thing that you did or you didn't do, and they see it as an all the time thing, I'm going to invite you to be really honest with yourself and take a look and see what else might be going on. See what are maybe some of the feelings or the unmet, what's not being expressed, that drives those behaviors. When couples in my office talk about this, more often than not, what's happening is the partner who's doing these behaviors has a built up anger and resentment and hurt feelings themselves that they, for whatever reason, have been unwilling or unable to express to their partner directly. And if that's what's going on, take an inventory and then express to your partner what's going on for you, so that you can move out of this place of kind of making jabs at them or doing behaviors that are hurtful because you don't know what else to do with how you feel. And if that feels really difficult, then certainly contact a professional in your area to help you navigate that. That is how you can rebuild trust before it layers and layers and layers of hurt and anger and mistrust get kind of layered on top of each other. So until next time, take good care.